For Inside Carolina, I'm Taylor Vippolis, and this is the Insider Rundown, where I'll cover what I'm hearing when it comes to this UNC football team. Coming off the first scrimmage in which they struggled, I'm told the wide receivers had a much better showing the second time around. Fans might hear receivers struggling and get worried, but as a former receiver, I think that sounds pretty common. Outside of adjusting to the physicality that comes in scrimmages and games, I think getting the timing down between quarterback and receiver is one of the last things you'll feel really good about. It's one thing to run routes on air or one-on-ones, but it's a whole new ballgame when going live. There's no doubt the receivers have to collectively cut down on their drops after averaging 2.5 a game last season, but to me, there's just too much talent in that room to consider them anything but a strength heading into 2020. Another strength of this Carolina team is its running back duo of Javonte Williams and Michael Carter. One area the coaches wanted to see them improve their game in the offseason is becoming more of a threat in the air out of the backfield. Sam Howell was sacked 37 times last year, and the staff thinks they can significantly cut down on that number, with the backs becoming a more viable option in the passing game as checkdowns. When the backs can do that and stretch the defense, I think as a result, it'll open up more running lanes as well for Howell, who has been running more in practice and looks noticeably quicker. On the defensive side of the ball, let's wrap it up this week with the former quarterback turned preseason All-American linebacker in Chazz Surratt. Last season, Surratt was still shaping and growing into his body at his new position. This year, there isn't any doubt that he physically looks the part. That's been able to translate to on the field to where he's now more comfortable taking on blockers instead of just using his freaky athleticism to avoid them. Heading into his second season at linebacker, all reports are he has better instincts in the run game, he takes better angles in pursuit, he's a better pass rusher, and he's a more sound tackler. When you combine all of that, I think what we're about to see is a huge season from Surratt and him solidifying his spot as a top 50 pick in the upcoming NFL draft. With just 11 days to go until Carolina kicks off its season, be sure to stay tuned to Inside Carolina for all the latest happenings leading up to the game.